Oh my goodness. St. Patty's Day, March 17th, 2021. Ben Barden, Caleb Pike, a.k.a. The Golden Child. One of my favorite movies from back in the 80s, by the way. Call him the Golden Boy. And myself, Mr. Jem Schofield. And gentlemen, this is our official, unofficial episode 100. Can you believe it?
I've been almost struggling to believe it for the last 4 weeks.
Shit, pain in my ass. and then Caleb is like speaking to the air. Caleb, you're silent. We have no audio. Yeah. Come on. We're doing this. This is all theater, everybody. It's all part of the show. That's why we started just a little bit late, because we wanted to get everybody a little nervous. That's why Caleb's audio doesn't work right now. as he looks pensively. I don't know what's going on. And then he'll reach down underneath the desk, and all of a sudden his audio will work again. It's amazing. It's definitely.
I can see him mentally going through his checklist.
He is.
Is it that? Is it that?
Oh, he's popping out. Oh, he's popping out. This will be good on the replay. Well, let's say hello to some people while we're waiting for Caleb to come back. We've got Pat. Good to see you. Supporting us from the Oregon place, and there he is.
Gummit.
Yeah, you're back. We can hear you.
You can? Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah, you're perfect. Just in time. Camille just got here.
Weird.
David's here.
Howdy,
we
howdy.
got Slavic.
Oh my goodness. Hey, everybody.
Yeah. David, happy St. Patty's Day. Jake is here. My goodness. Nice to have everybody.
Here we go.
Jonathan, we call him Triple J. Kind of new hanging out with us, at least in the chat. Cody Stoner, nice to have you. Bill, Andres, Sky, Robert. Yeah, it's all good. We have to drink. Let's drink.
We do.
Okay.
What do you got?
Let's do Benny Boy first. Go for it. What you got, Ben?
All right. So, a drink of significance this week. Firstly, the instructions last week from you were no beer, no wine. So I thought about that, and then I thought, you're not the boss of me. I'll do what I damn well want. Also, it's St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Also, it's St. Patrick's Day, and it's my first St. Patrick's Day as an official Irish person. So there's no way I'm not drinking Guinness. But
yes.
But just because I know it is a special occasion, and I'm only messing with you, what I'm going to do is these two in one glass. This is Black Velvet. I don't know if either of you ever had this before. This is really good. So you basically just mix champagne and Guinness in equal measure in a glass, and it's fantastic.
Wow. I almost threw up in my mouth, but it sounds like it sounds great.
No, honestly, you just don't knock it till you've tried it. It's very good.
I will try it, though. No, I'm going to try it.
Is it a dry champagne?
Yes.
Like a brut or whatever?
It is exactly a brut. I mean, it's not actual champagne because I couldn't find champagne in a little bottle in the shop that I went to this afternoon. But I could find was this kind of Czech version of champagne, which is not amazing, but the brut version should be good enough. And then the old Guinness in the Surgy can. This is going to take me a little while to pour, so you're going to have to come back with me. But you see how it like sits? The two things will be completely separate, and then you give it a little stir at the end, which I've not got anything. I've got a pen. I can stir it with a pen. That'll be fine. So you go get yours done and come back to me.
Oh, wow.
All right, we'll see you in half an hour.
Stream.
Caleb, what you got for us?
All right. I was going to pick something up, but ran out of time. But I'm going back to this guy.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Pikesville.
Very nice.
110 proof straight rye. So this guy is kind of a beast. There's a lot going on. So I'm going to do it with a little bit of water. And I'm ready. Jem.
While the dogs are going crazy, Archie's coming in to support us with a $5. I don't even know what that says, but I'll take it. Whatever you got.
Yeah, it says Happy St. Patrick's Day in Gaelic, I think.
Very nice.
Oh,
Thank you for
look
that,
at
Archie.
You learned one.
Yes. Okay, so I'm having something new. I do have Guinness upstairs. My grandfather was Irish, and with the way things are going with Brexit, I'm going to be cashing in my Irish citizenship too. I'll be having conversations with Ben. This is a new whiskey for me. This is a Sexton single malt. It's an Irish whiskey, pot stills, barley. Never had it.
Interesting.
I was thinking about putting some of it into a Guinness, but I'm not going down that road. So this is what I'm having.
That's what I thought Ben was going to do, was car bomb it.
Yeah. So here it is, and this is the Sexton. It's supposedly very nice, but I don't know nothing. So let's bring everybody up here, and everybody else in the chat. Happy 100th episode.
Look at the head on
Cheers.
that. All right.
There you go.
Sláinte. I'm going to keep topping this up. There's still a little
Oh, it's
champagne.
lovely.
How's that? Really?
It's got a tiny little burn here, but not offensive. I'll put a little bit of water, but very nice. Very nice. I'm happy with that. It's a little vanilla-y. Got some caramel notes. Yeah, it's lovely. It's a good one. And it's St. Patrick's
It was an
Day,
interesting looking bottle.
It is. To my bigamist grandfather. I hope you somehow pulled it off. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Unbelievable. And coming in strong, there he is, Camille, for the booze. I would say that at this point, Camille, as one of our greatest supporters, that you're basically paying for the drinks today. So we thank you very much for that.
Appreciate it.
I won't repeat what Andre said in the chat, but here we are. The boys have sent a couple of clips over to me. I haven't actually looked at them. And Caleb, you said you wanted me to play the first one at the top of the show. What do you think?
Yeah, so it's kind of a celebration. I still can't. We were just talking about it before we went live. Can't believe we've done this over 100 times, and can't believe you guys. I was thinking about this yesterday and talking to Jem. I meant to sit down and write down the list of people who have been here from the beginning and are hardcore supporters. You guys know exactly who you are, and I forgot to do that, so I apologize. But I actually went through and downloaded all of the past streams and put together a couple of videos. So the first one is just kind of a yay 100 episode. So Jem can roll that. It's 01.
Okay, good. Yeah, and I haven't seen any of this stuff. So let's go ahead and let's roll the videotape. Here we go.
Boom.
It looks like we're live, everyone.
We're live.
We are live.
It's actually working.
We're live.
We are live.
We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
We are live.
We are live.
We're live.
We're live. We're really live?
Live. We're live. Are we live?
Yes, we are live. We are live.
We're live.
We're live.
I think we're live. I hope we're live.
We're live.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome, one and all.
Another episode of
Camera and Flask.
Camera and Flask.
Cameron Flask.
Camera and Flask.
Camera and Flask.
Cameron Flask.
Camera and Flask time.
Cheers.
Cheers. Very cool.
Come on.
There we go.
Amazing.
That's great.
Oh, you know what I missed
Didn't
the
come
most
across
though?
almost at all
Oh,
on here.
What do you mean?
But that's okay. They saw it. It's on the stream. Like it was like one frame every 3 seconds on my end.
seriously?
Yeah.
But it looks like I saw it on the stream. It looked like it was good.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
you could see almost nothing.
I remember seeing the. Well, you've got it in there at least 2 times when we were in the conference room, which was, you know, a scramble to do NAB, the 3 of us together. That was.
And
it was all
yeah, I've got that as well. And in fact, Slavic is mentioned in one of my clips, I think, from that.
I've got
particular show.
Slavic in there
Yeah.
and something Jem said
pretty
about
good.
it.
Well, Slavic guest hosted once, I think.
He did, yeah.
Was it once or twice? At least once.
Definitely one.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Yeah, maybe it was.
Yeah,
two.
one. I know you were out 1 week, and Scott's here. Come on, coming to us from Texas.
Nice.
Troubleshooting? What are you talking about, Andres? We never had any troubleshooting in the old days. We might have even had a little bit of trouble today. We just
Do you know?
pretended
Do you know
that it
what's interesting is that as at the beginning, when almost every episode was plagued with this kind of deluge of technical stuff, often it was 15, 20 minutes in before we actually managed to pull the episode going. But we were getting twice the viewers then. I think we need to go back to it.
know,
This
right?
Ecamm thing is just
It's
Yeah.
too consistently decent, and we're not. Yeah, well,
I think at least
Not
half the
enough
audience
drama
are
to show anymore.
tuning in for that. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, let's reminisce for a moment with our fine friends over here in the chat. We started off using basically Google Hangouts. I think was in the beginning, and
It was, yeah.
it was actually pretty
It worked
reliable.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
It wasn't as polished as what Ecamm does, but it was reliable. And then one day, as YouTube does, they decided to just say, to hell with Hangouts. Go find a different solution. Thank you, YouTube. We appreciate you with all our heart. Bless your heart, YouTube. Bless your heart.
And every show, like they have it takes a while to get started. Season 1 might not be great. Season 2, and then they hit their sweet spot. Like I'm thinking of The Office,
Yes.
season 3 and 4, some of the best seasons of that show. And then you enter the dark phase, where a show should probably be cut off and killed, but it keeps going. And that was, what is it, Streamlink?
Oh, Lightstream. Yes.
Lightstream. That was.
I
the
was
dark
wondering where you were
ages.
I was wondering where you were going with that. I thought you were going to say, and that was where we should have stopped, like episode 8. We shouldn't have carried on beyond that. That was the sweet
And we're
spot. And
canceling the
everything
show.
else
This is the
beyond
last
that.
episode. Enjoy it. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
No, but man, and there's actually in my second clip, there's a clip where Ben's actually laughing at it, and you can tell I'm just done. Because I think it was one of those where we tried 6 times to get it back up.
Yes.
And then the last time it was just Ben and I, and we just threw in the towel. I think there's been at least 3 where we just completely said, sorry, everybody. It's just
Oh,
not
we were
gonna
done.
happen.
Yeah.
Then there's
Oh,
also
man.
those
So if you
amazing
wind those
episodes.
back-
Yeah, go ahead.
If you wind those back for those 3 or 4 that happened that we had to bail out before finishing a full show, if we count that, then this maybe really is 100.
It might be.
If you bin those
You're
off, it's not
actually
being...
right.
Yeah.
Yes. And remember that there's the other thing is we had those situations where we just all cut out, and then people would hang on, and we come back 30 minutes later, and everybody would still be there. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Speaking of amazing, he's gone through many names, but he's now known as Shiz. Shiz Nuts is really how we like to remember him. And €5 from Shiz, pair character. Cheerfully blowing a party horn. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for
Been
joining
one
us.
of the OGs.
Yes, for sure. 100%. Yeah. Let's let's give him, thank you very much. Thank you. Do you guys hear that cheering?
Oh no,
I...
but it must come across on the stream.
Does it not come in? Hold on, let me see. I'll turn it up. Listen
No,
to the
I
sound
heard
effects.
it. I heard it. Yeah.
You
Oh.
did? You did? Hold on, let's
Yeah.
just see.
Oh,
There it is.
There it is.
100. There it is. All right. Yes. Yeah, we are unbelievable. So tasty. Sky.
Digital filmmaker coming in with a sweet little sweetie pie over here.
I know.
Have to say your webcam visual quality has been top notch from the get-go, but it's only got better. No lazy setups from yours.
Yeah, notice how he's not mentioning anything about the actual quality of content. It's just quality of picture.
Or your Fuji focus.
Shut up.
We gotta sometime this episode We all have to take a heavy hit on our drink when we get the wubba wubba.
That
The
should
gem
be
wubba wubba.
that should be the drinking game when the AF starts going wonky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Which would be sad if we actually did that, and then one day you like switch away. Because I've never seen anything like that on any other system.
What?
That whatever the Fuji thing is, like I'm
Oh, I
Panasonic,
know.
it'll just be like that clock's a face,
It's
right?
pulsing.
And then it'll just like it'll just focus like this. It'll just go to infinity. Whereas Fuji's just whoop, 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 whoop. It's nuts.
It's ridiculous. Can you hear me?
It's ridiculous. I can.
Yeah,
Can you hear
and
me?
I could
I lost
hear.
everybody.
Yes, but you were echoing.
It is like the
something
old
really
days.
weird.
I know.
What?
That was
I'm
really
just messing with
strange. Speaking of really strange, I don't know when you want to play all these clips, but my clip 2
you. Yes.
has a lot of technical difficulties in it. So since we just kind of had a hiccup, maybe we just roll that one out.
All right,
Get that
let's do
one
it.
In the can.
And Ben, yours
Yeah,
is like,
let's
I don't
do
know
that.
what's in Ben's. Should we do it? Okay, so we're going in for clip number 2 from Caleb. This is the last one from Caleb, but apparently it has something to do with technical difficulties. Are we ready? Let's do it. Oh, boy. Let's see if it even plays. Happy... What? Because of some technical difficulties. You're actually live. Ben, you're back to helium voice.
Oh no.
By the way, we're live. Waiting.
Hey.
There it is. Wait, did I go blank again? Episode of Camera and Flask. I have no idea. Oh,
Okay.
we're live. No, we're actually live,
Hey.
guys. It's actually working. I don't think I can actually hear you guys. Can you guys hear each other clearly?
Yes.
Holy effing crap.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah, we're live. Do you hear us? Do you see or hear?
We'll figure it out. We'll get there. It'll be great.
I don't see or hear Jen.
I don't think Caleb can hear
Oh
me.
my gosh.
Tell
That's just
Caleb to
breaking my
log
head and it's delayed.
in.
Caleb, Jen.
Wow. Well, now we're going to have to start all over again.
Oh, we're live? Switching things up technically wise. Ladies and gentlemen, we should be live right now.
It says we're live.
Oh. Amazing.
Unbelievable.
Pushing
I
out now.
think we're actually live now. Actually live.
Okay.
For real.
What's happening here? Oh, sorry. Continue. Now we're live.
It looks like we're live.
Ben, are you muted? The panic.
Oh, you muted yourself, Caleb.
Okay.
It still doesn't make any sense. I can't even believe there's 12 people still here. Gobble, gobble.
go.
Welcome. Welcome. Okay, you cheeky peeps. Okay, boys and girls.
My nizzle. Turn it up a little.
You look like you're in witness protection, the grumpy penguin.
Purple Rain Kitchen.
Yeah.
Hey, kids. And little rose petals. But I'm not judging. Oh,
right
there
here.
it is. It's just, he looks stunning.
With your big furry ass.
Well, it's not my big furry ass. I don't know whose ass it is.
The reason being genetics, I would say.
Whatever that means.
Welcome one and all to episode 35 or 36, maybe. Who knows?
Episode, who knows what.
Absolutely no idea what number we are up to now. Especially for this. I actually got dressed today. I've not been just wandering around in my pajamas, so you should feel honoured.
Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
So good. Gold.
Ridiculous.
Very cool.
And then I put a bunch of like random stuff at the end. That last clip of Ben was funny because I was going through them, and then I hit the first like, oh, when we all were like, oh, COVID. That's like not just in China. That one episode.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, and then there was one I forgot to put in there is it's like, oh, 2020, Happy New Year. We had no idea.
No clue.
Yeah, and that one of Ben was like, you know, the first week of it, you know, the week of lockdown.
Yeah.
When we were all still like,
Yeah.
you know, bushy, or what is it? Something eyed and bushy tailed.
Bushy.
Bright-eyed and bushy tailed.
Bright eyed.
There it is.
Yes.
There it is.
Here, I'll drink to that. Bright eyed and
Yeah.
bushy. What did you
tail.
call it? A bushy ass? What did you say about my ass in that thing?
Do you not remember?
that
That was the one where you were
giant
absolutely hammered in Vegas.
No, I don't
You had some
remember.
huge fur-
You had
had
a
some,
little
it was
clear
like
cup. I
some
almost put it in
buffalo
there
or
too. A little
something.
clear cup.
Oh, I got it
With
in
a
mind.
lime
Don't
in it.
worry. Yeah.
Oh boy.
He'd been drinking by the pool all afternoon.
I had, and it was a Casamigos tequila with my friend. So I was totally bombed.
It was.
And it was
And-
really hard
and-
for me to set up that day too.
And you went into such excruciatingly long detail about what that drink was and who, because it's Clooney's thing, and just this, and repeating yourself
You like the
over and
history
over.
of George
It's
Clooney.
brilliant.
Well, at least it wasn't. At least I wasn't talking about Nespresso. Okay, at least it was alcohol, because he's an Nespresso guy too. By the way, if we've done 100 or 100+ episodes, nobody's had more technical difficulties than this show, because there's more
Nobody.
technical issues in that. And most of those are in the first 50 or 60 episodes. So basically, every episode was an epic fail. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but honestly, there was such entertainment value in it. There really was. People loved it.
Yeah,
I really think we should bring it
they
back.
kept
Honestly,
coming
we have to
back.
pad for
Yeah.
like 20 minutes that we just used to have of content that was kind of free at the beginning.
Yep.
Just
I
dealing
know.
with all that crap.
Well, I'll show you a couple of pictures, everybody. So this is the space now that is going to become my studio space out in the barn, where I've done many episodes in the past, and this is it framed out. But you'll see that as of yesterday, it's all insulated. So we've got that 30-foot beam there, and probably in a couple of weeks, once the electrical's in there and everything, that's where I'm going to be doing stuff. So
Nice.
we had a
It's
lot
looking
of...
great.
It's getting there. Yeah. That corner over there, if you're looking over in that left corner, eventually that's supposed to be a psych over there. But look at what we went through to get to there. That's what my yard looked like after we installed that 30-foot beam. That's how squidgy my yard has been over the winter. Craziness. So I'm excited about that. That's new content place.
Nice.
It's about 1,100 square feet of open space to do things.
So you're putting a white psych in?
Paintable, I think. I haven't decided. Right now there's no money for that. So we're going to get the electrical in. I'm going to put something down on the floor and then just start using the space, and then we'll see where it goes. So
Cool.
fingers crossed. Yeah.
Just word to the wise from someone that has had one, built one, done one. The biggest pain in the arse to keep on top of. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Unless you're making a lot of money off it, avoid.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and
It's a real
Jim,
pain
you're
in the
not
ass.
gonna like have people standing on it, walking all over it.
No. And again, this is a
You're not gonna have to like repaint it every week.
no.
No.
It's
No.
a down the road
you just
thing.
cowboy people, so you don't need like it's just
I
that
know.
last.
It's all about the cowboy.
If you can cowboy everyone, you save yourself a lot of hassle.
3/4. Cowboy them, and then it's all good.
Yep.
I do know what they say about people with huge
Hopefully
barns.
360 Grad's not in here. Oh, he is.
No,
gonna do
he's
something with
not.
That comment.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Speaking of somebody who's been with us, I think since the beginning, 360 Grad. You have definitely been there since the
He's
early
100% on the list.
on the list, 1,000,000%.
I mean,
Shiz?
honestly, I already
Yeah.
see most of them.
Yes.
You know, Shazam, Shiz.
Yeah.
Pat's been around here for a long. Kit. Honestly, everyone I'm seeing here in the chat, we're missing a certain grumpy penguin.
Yeah, this is very, very, very
but-
upsetting right now. You know?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yep.
True. True.
Yes. So new content coming from that space in the future. I think it's exciting.
Exciting.
You know what it's
Super
like.
Rad.
Both of you, when you build out spaces and you get all excited
Mm-hmm.
about what you're going to do and everything else,
Yeah.
even though you have to deal with strange contractors, or really subcontractors, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But great doing it in
Especially
a
when you-
building
when
that you own. That's different.
Yeah.
Much better.
Mm.
Yeah, because
True.
I don't own this building, but when you go about doing things like when you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it right this time, makes a big difference. When you take
Yeah.
the time to like really, and you invest into it and whatnot, like this place, the beginning of this year, I took like I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to like finally, all that stuff piles up where like for 3 years you've been like, I really need to XYZ, but you're working, so you just keep carrying on. I finally sat down and just did all that stuff. Took 2 weeks, completely no video making, just dealing with all those little projects, and man, does it make a difference.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. And
So that's
man,
exciting now.
how
Can't wait
much
to see the space.
how much does insulation change everything? I mean, not just to be able to retain temperature, but that space right now, even with a concrete floor, is so dead compared to what it was 2 days ago. It's outrageous. It costs a lot of money to insulate a space, but that's what we're here for, kids. Digital
Yeah.
filmmaker.
We got a great question.
Yeah.
That is a good question. Yeah.
Who wants to read
So-
it, Jem?
I'll read the question.
Sure,
Hey,
buddy.
can you guys talk about how you know each other? How you met and decided on this show? That's the question. I don't know if I have the
Alright.
answer.
Well,
Well,
I know from my point of view how I know both of you. So I
Okay.
know in about 2011 or 12, I decided to go to NAB because I didn't really have much work on, and that was all. It just seemed like a good thing to do, and I went and I did the post-production world, program, which is there's just loads and loads of educational stuff that goes on through the whole week. And what happens with that is there's loads and loads of stuff you can dip in and out of. You pay a blanket fee for the whole thing, and then you get certain people who, or in my case, there were certain people's courses that I really liked and kind of thought were really engaging, and I was learning a lot with them. And some,
and then there were mine. Sorry, go ahead.
and then there were gems. No. I'm gonna not giving you shit on this. Yours were really, really good, and I learned so much from yours. And I think we got chatting in a couple of them then. And then me and you both bought the FS 700. So in between that year and the next, and we were both having this kind of audio issue with it. And you were trying to deal with Sony USA with them denying that it was an issue. I was doing the same with Sony Europe, and we were in contact on Twitter, I think. And then the next year, I came and hung out with you a bit, and we got chatting more, and then we kind of became friends from then on, I think. And I think we went out drinking once that week, maybe.
We did.
And then the next year, I helped you out with something that you were doing on one of those post-production world things, and so did Caleb. And that's how I met. That was the first time I met Caleb, which was the thing that we were doing was it with Clinton Harm, I think? Do you remember
There
that?
was something we did with Clinton. Yeah. You
there was
froze.
Was
something.
Rodney Chappers
Caleb.
involved?
Caleb, you're totally frozen.
Uh-oh.
You're,
Can you hear
but
me?
you look, but you're like this. Well, you're like, one frame a minute,
Oh,
and then
wow.
you're like
I'm
this,
like a
and then you're
frame a
like
minute.
this,
Yeah.
and then you're like this.
Should I
and
bail?
then- yeah, you should bail and come
He's
back.
voguing.
I
should
did
vote.
mute myself for a while. All right,
All
I'll
right.
go ahead and pull out here.
Come on, there we go.
Yeah.
We have skills now.
So that was
This-
it.
That was it. This episode is unofficially sponsored by Ecamm Live, which lets me do things like switch over to Ben and I, so that when the Golden Boys coming back in, it doesn't seem a little weird, because who wants to see this? That's weird, kind of. And here he is. Let's see if he joins right away. Does he pop in? Uh-oh. No. What just happened? I might have
Does look
hung up
like-
on him. Huh?
Oh, I mean, it sort of looks like an 80s through the keyhole
It does.
screen grab.
I don't know what that means.
That little silhouette
oh, here he is. Okay, let's see. And here he is. Mr.
Through the keyhole. Did you not have that in the
Boy.
States?
Oh, good.
Through
We're
the
here.
keyhole.
Okay.
Did we have a through the
Yeah.
keyhole? I don't know about through the
I've
keyhole.
never heard
I'll
of
tell you what,
that
it was-
before.
It was a show that was kind of co-presented by a famous British presenter and an American guy who was this kind of real New England drawl called Lloyd Grossman, who now makes cooking sauces and things. But like at the time, he was a TV presenter. So he would go around this house, and it was a celebrity's house, and then they would go, and who would live in a house like this? That was kind of his line. And then you'd
Unbelievable.
go around and see all the books and everything else, and then you would decide. The panel back in the studio would then have to have a conversation and decide which celebrity's house that he was poking his nose around. But they always had like a silhouette thing, which looked like the placeholder we had for Caleb while he was gone.
And here he is again.
I don't know where we left off.
We
Am I
left
better?
off at
It's not
we
great.
used to have hair. Well, Ben still has hair.
Ah,
Not
yeah.
long.
Yeah.
It was not long after then when I met Jem. He called me or got in touch with me. I don't even know how, email, and this is crazy. But I had watched Jem's content for I don't even know how long, because I watched Jem stuff when I first got into video, which is I don't know. When did you start the C47 and Gearbox? Like the origins.
So the crash in 2008 was really the origins, because I hadn't worked for about 10 months, and then I just decided to start it up and do a daily video. Yeah.
Yeah. So in 2000, I think it was 9.
Well, that's when I
8 or
really
9.
started. No, 9 was really when it ramped
I
up.
remember watching like your 4th or 5th Gearbox. Not even joking. And I went back and watched the older ones. Like where you're like out in a field talking about
in
indie
Scotland.
cultures or something in Scotland.
Yeah.
Audio.
Not knowing what
double
Mitch's
system
was
sound.
called.
Yes.
Yeah, and I couldn't find anyone else talking about like just gear you can buy and how to use it now. You know, because at that point, there were, and I tell the story all the time with people who ask, are interested in getting started and like what it was like back then. There were probably 4 people, at most like 8 people on the internet talking about the kind of stuff that we talk about.
Right.
Like small or large sensor under $20,000 gear. It just wasn't a thing. So, you go back to 2009, 10, you had what? Hurlbut, Vincent,
Philip Bloom.
you, Philip Bloom,
Yeah.
and like 2 or 3 randos, and maybe some people.
I think Tom Antos was pretty early. He's actually been around for a long time.
True. That's true.
He was really
100%.
early for sure. Yep.
There weren't many. So if you were super into this and had a lot of time on your hands, there was not a lot of content to watch. So Jem's, and because he was doing so many episodes, I watched a lot of his stuff. And so I'd been watching him forever. Up into 2013, I kept watching after, but that's when he reached out and was like, "Hey, I've got this. I'm doing some workshops in NAB. Need a hand." And it was that desert thing. That desert.
Yes, when we
like,
went out to the
all-day
ghost
workshop.
town, the ghost town thing. Yep.
So that was my first NAB. My father-in-law had a house out there, and he needed to move his car out there. So I drove his car across the country to get it out to Vegas from Chicago. And met with him, and I can't remember if it was that year or the next where I met Ben. But the first time I met him was at Lotus of Siam, and
Yeah.
I think it was just the 3 of us, and it was a complete blast. Which is funny now that we do a show with just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
We were sitting over in that booth that turned out to be what's his face's booth.
Jim
Next year you found out Jim.
Belushi's booth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next year, we were sitting 2 tables down, telling the story very loudly to look over and see Jim Belushi sitting in his booth, which we thought the owner was just bullshitting us. Yeah,
the giant Singha golds, and then we just went to town. It was brilliant. That was a
honestly.
Yeah. So
what was the year? But wait, what was the year?
Off.
And then in a subsequent year, we were there with our boy Dan Fakos, and we were sitting in the original Lotus of Siam, and I was telling him the story. And that's the place they used to have a bathroom with like 2 urinals that like faced each other or something like that.
No. It was a toilet.
That's right. And a urinal
6 to 8 feet from the toilet, there was a urinal, like across from each other. No
Across.
doors, no barriers.
Nothing. Yes, that's right.
And of course, Dan, being Dan, was like, "Can I hit
with
the
his
target
hands, with his
while
flappy
sitting
hands
down?"
and everything?" Yes. And then he had to tell us about it, and we had had so much beer at that point and had not had enough food yet that it was insane. And then I said, and do you know for real that seat over there is where Jim Belushi sits? That's like his table. And we just keep talking about it, and we turn around, and he's sitting at the table with his friends. So
I was
he was
there
actually
that year.
there.
That was the year
You
I
weren't
didn't
there
make
that
it.
one?
No,
Oh, that was
no,
the
he
one you
wasn't.
missed. Were you there that time? Somebody
Yes,
was.
no, because the way I remember that story is that I get quite loud. Well, as do you. The more we drink, the louder and louder we get, and it was all kind of escalating up. And I was going, no, and the way it was like he was giving us some bullshit that this was Jim Belushi's table. There was all these pictures of him there, but he probably went out once like 1985, and you're just there going, shh, he's there, and he was like 10 feet from us.
Yeah, he was so close. I know. I missed that. The food's still great there. We're going back 1,000,000%. The new place is way too fancy, but it's still the food is just as
It
good.
is.
Yeah.
It is.
Are they going back to the old place? Because I miss it. I really do. It's not
I think the
same
old
in
place
new
might be. Yeah, no. I think the old place might be there now. I don't know. Oh, Dave Dugdale.
Okay.
People are mentioning Dave. Dave was like
Yeah, so-
OG.
Yeah.
So going back in here, well, not as OG though, because
True.
he and I, in 2010, I think it was, a whole new, like the first or second geners started.
Second wave.
So like 2010, that's when I started my channel and website. Dave Dugdale. Honestly, a lot of these guys at Shiz, maybe Frugal Filmmaker was earlier, but DSLR Film Noob. Essentially, when like the 7D came out and all of us broke people could spend the last pennies we had on that.
Yes.
Because I couldn't afford a 5D when I started, so I went 7D, and then I used like, I've got 720p at 60 frames per second though, bruh.
Yeah,
Take
I got that.
full
And
framers.
I've got the first camera that everybody's bitching about overheating with, because that was really the first camera that everyone went ballistic about the fact, like, how could they do this? It overheats. And here we are, still
man.
talking about that crap. By the way, we remember Planet 5D. Of course, we remember Planet 5D.
Oh,
That's
okay,
Mitch.
Shiz. Okay, Shiz. We get it. There were other people. Maybe not in 2008, 2009, but there were other
Indie
people.
Mogul.
But
yeah.
great job recalling. Yeah, OG Indie Mogul. Planet 5D. Good night. That takes me back.
Oh,
to
yeah.
a dark time.
I could get Planet 5D if I wanted, by the way. Can you imagine reviving Planet 5D? Well, Mitch just said,
Are
I'm
they
not really
dead?
doing anything with that. He still has it.
When did-
Mitch does other stuff now, but it's available.
I can see it now. The neon green with the silhouette of the 5D, and then the like magenta 5D. If I'm remembering that.
And here I am 13 years later, and we have 38 people on the live stream, and I'm at a paltry 8,700 subscribers. So, God forbid, I will give everybody some advice right here now. Okay, Blip TV, F you, and don't try to do a 5 days a week podcast and host it somewhere else other than YouTube, because honestly, if I had stuck with it, even for those first 3 years on YouTube, we could be in a very different situation here, and we could probably have 3,800 people. But, sorry.
No,
we have
you would have
36
been-
people here. We have 36.
Somebody
Two
was like,
people
"That's
left.
it." He
Two
mentioned
people
Blip
left
TV,
out of that.
I'm done.
Wait, 37. Now, what were you going to say?
But this was this
I was gonna
amazing
say-
thing when I met you. Sorry, go on.
Go,
I
Caleb
was
first.
just gonna say this is gonna be painful to hear, but you would be easily 1 to 200K at this point, if not significantly more. But
Right.
the thing is, all of us could have invested in Bitcoin right when it was lowest and held on to it all the way up until the peak.
Well-
So you can't call it. Your website was clean though, and the content was good.
The content was clean,
Yeah.
and I think I'm gonna rebrand myself as Real Talk with Jem, as Slavic says. I don't know what the hell Real Talk is, but All right, what were we gonna say?
It was
Ben?
that. Well, it was just that when I met you, you were doing your daily thing, and it just seemed to me insanity. I just couldn't understand how it was possible to actually come up with anything decent to say. I'm not saying that it was all decent, obviously, but you know.
It was.
That-
I mean, a lot of it was crap.
I'm kidding.
No.
No, but like to think of a show every day and to go and put that out every single day, I was kind of gobsmacked at how
It wasn't.
the commitment
It wasn't.
that took.
It
was
wasn't
insane.
hard. It wasn't hard for the first 2 to 2.5 years because a couple of things happened. One, there was so much stuff to be interested in, because even though I had been in production, it was sort of like my own school, and I loved it because every day I would try something, and then you take the comments, especially back then. It wasn't. You take the comments, you read them, and some of them hurt, but they made me go back and actually figure out, I was always glass half full, but if somebody said something that stung, I would sometimes go away for a day, a week, and try to figure it out so that I could fix it. I wouldn't come up and say somebody made this comment, but it just made me learn faster. It made me learn better. It was a great education for me to do that daily thing. So there's a lot of throwaway.
It was amazing.
Yeah, but it was.
I think because the first time we hung out a bit in Vegas. I think the first year I met you, and then you were coming over to the UK and you were doing your filmmakers intensive thing in Scotland, and then we were chatting around that time. So I came up so where you're from in Scotland, not a million miles away from where I'm from in Northern England. So I came up and we had you and me and how many? 3 people turned up for that.
Yeah.
So it was such a fun week, and I remember because we were going up to the place you were staying. I was staying down in that apartment in town, and we went out on the town one night, which was great. And then I came up there. I actually rented a bike, so I didn't have to drive from the town up to the place where you were staying, so we could get hammered.
Oh, and we did. We got I wouldn't call it the town. I'd call it a village in Peebleshire, but here we were. Caleb, I think it's time that we play Ben's clip here because it's going to take a few minutes.
Okay.
I think we should sit back and do that. And it's lovely to be here with everybody, all 36 of you. It'll probably be down to
Roz,
30 by the
care.
time we're done playing this.
Yeah.
Roz, thank you for coming. Yes. And now Baron has 75,001 subscribers. Way to rub it in. Okay, Here we go, Ben. Here we go. I'll leave our audio on so you can hear us chuckle sometimes. I haven't seen this.
Okay.
It looks like we're live, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Camera and Flask.
Wow. Well, now we're going to have to start all over again.
Good evening, one and all. I'm afraid we seem to have momentarily we've lost Jem.
Welcome. Hey, say hi in the chat.
All right, boys and girls. It's not like the old days when it said you're on air. You weren't sure if you were on air. You're actually on air now when it says you're on air. How many times can I say that? And we're live.
What are we drinking this week? Let's start with Ben.
And this is Tobermory. That's an island whiskey.
An Islay whiskey as well.
Samuel Adams, Boston Lager.
It's like 105, and I was at the pool for the last 3 hours, so there might have been some.
So this is the Fernet stock, and this is Hrushka, which is pear.
Oh,
Oh,
it's gonna be.
Made Casamigos. It's a very good tequila.
We had to come up with a kit that had to fit into 2 cases.
And then lenses, I've just gone with 2 because I'd run out of money.
You son of a gun. Are you calling a single camera a 2 camera because it's 4K?
So
No, you can't have that. Absolutely no way.
Listen,
No.
Because that's a lot of money on a Focus and with X3.
Hold
You
on.
asshole. 3 least favorite gear items that we have owned, have used, or still own for some reason. Okay.
The first one is a particular brand. Jeez.
My little foray into the world of Sony A7 series cameras was, I think, a big mistake.
I don't like sliders. I'm going audio only for a second, guys. Hold on. Just got to handle something.
No problem.
I dread to think what it is that he needs to be handling that he's had to turn his camera off for.
No, it's business. No. I got an
He
email.
left his
from my
microphone on, though.
GoPros. I
Interesting.
absolutely hate GoPros.
The Benro S6 tripod and several of Benro's tripods.
So many features when those cameras came out, and you just went,
Yeah.
oh, brilliant. Because, you know, you're not getting 5-axis in-body stabilization at home, are you? You know,
Yeah.
that's not even on your birthday.
5-axis image stabilization at home. Oh, man.
Maybe I had a few. Look, it's Indian. I've had actually whiskey from this distiller, and it's actually regarded very highly. This is not an inexpensive bottle of whiskey, by the way.
Yeah.
Slavic is not allowed in this room, by the way. There we go.
Back to her. Oh, Shiznuts is in.
Here we go.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers everybody.
Cheers.
Thank
Cheers,
you for joining
everybody.
us. Cheers.
2 more light stands for my other 2 lights in my kit. And that is my kit for $3,500. Well, is it $3,500? No, it's $3,495.25.
The only problem I have with your kit
Here we go.
is that this week there's nothing I can give you shit about. That is properly thought out. You haven't got any holes in it. I'm devastated.
And just like that, the clock struck 6.
Have a good evening, everyone. Keep your hot toddies hot, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, is that it? Oh my God, it went so fast.
That's
Hold
it.
on. Oh, that was brilliant.
Oh wow, that was phenomenal. You need to send that to me. I want to
Yeah,
watch
that's
that
so
on
good.
All right.
streams.
I think you
So
have it.
many
I
good
think you
bits.
sent that link to. It's so good. That tequila
Love
one.
it.
That one lasted for a while.
I think I had
So
a little.
obviously we were a little that. Ching, 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 ching. Obviously we were a little
Yeah.
toasted. I was when we were doing the thing in the NAB room with the
Yeah, loud.
with the Indian whiskey. Yeah, we were definitely. Oof, my goodness.
There's a really nice bit in that at the beginning, but it's too long to fit into the little montage. Where are we
Send
talking
to
about
me,
it?
Send it to me.
I'll say, because me and you went to whatever that discount booze shop where we spent like about 4 hours getting hammered, just tasting stuff. Going, do you have a sample of this? Could we have a little try before we? We're really serious though. We're walking out of here with an expensive bottle of whiskey, but we just need to try a few. Do you remember? So we spent what was
Wine
it
and
called,
more.
that shop?
Wine and more.
Wine and More. So we bought this
What's
thing.
the more?
We
this
only
Indian whiskey,
drank.
and it
We
was pretty
drank.
good.
We drank the more. We didn't drink the wine. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
we did. And I remember that whiskey, it had, and there's a big bit of us talking about it, that all the Scottish distilleries have got this very kind of evocative sounding addresses. So Bowmore being right on the seafront with the waves crashing onto it, and it always describes it. And that Indian whiskey, it was like some industrial estate. It was it just made it sound like the most horrific, like mass-produced crap, but it was really good. The whiskey itself was great.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
It was good. It was good. Some great comments in here. Scott says, I remember Jem saying he doesn't like sliders. Still stings today. It's not totally true. I do like sliders, sort of. Baron says he wants an epic reel entirely of Caleb holding up nearly empty bourbon bottles. Oh, there's a lot of those. Unbelievable.
I gotta say, Ben, I love how you. First of all, can we just small, tiny hands applause at the quality of booze that I've graduated to?
Yes,
Because
you
I think
have.
Ben encapsulated well. The two of you are like, this thing that I could only be found, like this guy handmade this in Scotland for me. And I literally watched him make it. I sat there for 10 years or 12 years and I watched him make it. And here it is. And I'm over here like, Boston Lager from Samuel Adams.
That's why I put that in there.
And you know what? That was one of your better choices.
Whoa,
Oh, geez.
that was
Ouch,
on.
zing.
Come
I know
on.
how Jem feels. Oh,
Oh,
No,
I'll have
that's
a
true.
Roca. I'll have a.
I
Today
remember-
I'm having the Roca. I'm having the Roca wine.
I will say, financially, I'm better off for it. Because I remember when the show started and every week you guys were pulling out something like, especially Jem, I don't know what your budget was at the beginning of this show, man.
I didn't
but
give a shit.
Every week you were like, bam, bam, with something like epic. And I was like, dude, if I'm playing the long game, this is gonna go wrong.
Yeah, you're so much
Samuel
smarter than me.
Adams 24 variety pack. I'm like, okay, that buys me like a month and a half. I'll sprinkle in various bits of stuff in my cabinet.
But what I don't understand is, Caleb, you would come in every week that you had whiskey, and you're like, oh, I got this last week, and then there would be this much whiskey inside of the bottle. So
That's still going on now.
I think back then you outdrank us.
I feel like I'm milking it. I'm doing with the different
No, you are.
beers, but
No, you are.
at the time when we started the show, I was drinking nightly. Like, I almost said
That's
like a
true.
normal person, but I don't know if that's technically normal. But you know what I would do is I buy several different things, and then if I had it on the show, I could drink away, right, and finish the bottle. But usually, what happened is I bought like 6 different things, and then I drink them and like, oh crap, I gotta save a little bit for the show, so I like can hold the bottle up and like prove it, and then I would like just plow through a bottle and then save the last little bit so I could like actually hold it up. So that's what that was. But now I unless it's a difficult week or whatever, I pretty much only drink on the weekends and for the show.
Yeah.
So it's a little easier.
Yeah.
Like this bottle I've had for like a month and a half, which for me is
you've done well with that
Oh
one.
yeah. I mean, when the pandemic really hit, I was definitely drinking more for a period of time. The first 2 to 3 months, I was like, I have no idea what's going on in the world, in our country. And there was a lot of drinking that went on then, and it's nowhere even close to that. That ended a long time ago, but I am still hating on the peanut butter whiskey. In fact, Scott, when I went down to buy this at my local liquor store, they had that crap. I didn't call it crap. What's it called? That stuff. I saw the bottle and I was like, oh. But I just don't like sweet things. Yeah. I don't like super sweet anything. So if I'm going to drink wine, it's going to be dry. If I'm going to drink, other things, it's going to be dry. So the furthest I go is like a honey jack on ice in the summer occasionally. But there has to be a lot of ice there. But I'm not really. Whoa, what's happening here?
Oh my!
Hold on.
Goodness gracious!
Get the heck! Shut the front door here. 38. Oh, wait, what kind of money is this? Australian? So 3 cents and 99 pence. No, I'm just kidding. Gee whiz, 51.50. We love you
so much.
Thank you very much for the big donation over
here.
You know what you should do? You should invest that into Australia's internet because it's like the slowest. I think it's bad up here, but Australia, for some reason, for a very developed country, has definite screwball. There it is, Scott Balcon. Unbelievable. Okay. So 100-ish episodes. We move forward next week. It's a clean slate. What the heck do we do, gentlemen? What do we do? And you know what, chat? Tell us, what do we do with our expensive glassware?
All right. Super honesty time. Ready? Mm-hmm. This stream and this chat box where it says say something on YouTube, that is now a safe place. What do you think? How we doing? Talk to us.
Yeah, honesty.
We've got 5 minutes. The last 10 episodes, 15, 20 episodes have been kind of like, well, whatever.
Oi,
do you like the topics? What do you want to do? Talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to us. Yeah. Not saying we'll necessarily go along with that, but feedback is always much appreciated. Don't be shy. Don't hold back. Give us your honest opinion. The show has changed slowly, I feel, over time, but would love to hear what you think. Don't stop drinking, okay?
Yep.
We're still drinking.
I don't think
we have to change the name.
4 minutes left. What do people want to see in this show?
Camera
Again, like
sober.
Caleb said. Yeah. What do people want the topics to be? Techniques and tips from Pat. Okay. Look forward to this nonsense every week. I am able to view it. Okay, that's what Kit says. Beauty channel challenge. What does that mean, Camille? Give me more information.
That's actually
Ooh,
Right, if
ooh
only
la
one of
la.
us had
like if you have a beauty channel, what kind of gear would you use? So think mega soft, lots of fill.
You know,
That's quite a good one, actually. That's quite a good.
I did.
That's good. I like
I
that.
did that. You know, I did that at
And it'd be great
the
hearing from a 30,
Yeah.
40s group of guys. It's perfect.
yeah.
Two of them which are bald.
Couple of bald, white, middle-aged guys. I did a thing
Yep.
at the YouTube. I used to teach at the YouTube space in New York, and they brought me in to do a thing. And there was a YouTuber, and she was exactly that. She did beauty videos, and she had a gazillion subscribers. And the biggest thing that I gave as advice was fix your audio, because she was, you know, sitting there with a camera, and it was on the other side of the room. Obviously, a ring light. I mean, that was the thing, you know, 4 or 5 years ago. But the
But
audio
we can
was
do
just.
better than that.
Oh, we can definitely do better
better.
than that.
So
we
that,
can
that
do
could
better.
That could be something. Where was it? Something about challenges. Someone said challenges monthly. They're so much fun.
Yeah,
or
monthly
something.
challenges. That's not a bad idea, because they do take quite a lot of work and
yeah.
research on them. But I think once a month, that's all right.
They're
Yeah.
so much fun, though. They're so much fun.
What,
They
the
are so much
challenges?
Even
fun.
if like they feel like we've
Yeah.
done them before, because we've kind of milked the kit. I feel like.
Let's do a
If you
challenge.
guys
No, I
submit
enjoy
'em,
those.
Whoever
Should we
said
do
that,
it?
I don't
Let's
know
do
where
a
they are.
challenge. Let's do a challenge next week.
Here we go. Colin, and others, please give us challenge ideas. Those are
Yeah.
a lot of work to come up with. So if we have some fresh eyes, that'd be great because they are fun.
I think a super low budget, like the beauty
Yeah,
tips thing. I think that
we haven't
that'd be
done
good.
the
But like a
eBay one,
super low
the
budget.
beauty tips.
No, we haven't done the eBay one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even if it kind of like recycles stuff we've done in the past, it just is. It's fun to give Jem a hard time and
Yeah.
join Ben in completely trashing him. It makes for good content. And then applauding when, not always just Jem, but it's good time.
No.
Good time. What
Brilliant.
was that for?
It was just applauding. You said applauding, so that triggered me to do the applause. And then I like the fact that applause just ends with like an F you, like you're horrible. Not you, but just when they clap, it just goes to deafening silence. It's a good listen one more time. Listen. It's the most disingenuous clapping you could ever like.
Sudden.
The fact that Ecamm chose that applause, that was definitely ridiculous. Okay, so we'll do a challenge next week. Maybe set up your lighting for this stream to be as cheap as possible. I'm pretty much there, Scott. Trust me. Yeah, we could. I think it'd be fun to do some stuff. Maybe some stuff live, like where we just show up and we've got the house lights on and we just start to change some things. That would be kind of fun. I mean, you have an ATEM yet, Ben? Did you get an ATEM?
No. Why would I have an
should
ATEM?
So you can get a second camera on and you can just, even if it's an iPhone, and then you can just sort of show what you're doing. And then we could do some fun stuff where we're like, okay, here's our space and it looks like this, but we're going to start to add things or turn things on. That would be kind of fun. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I think that would be fun.
Kit says bring on guests. Maybe 2021 or this next 100 videos, we start bringing on guests. Get Curtis on here
once a month. Yeah.
Whoever else wants to be on our little stream here and hang out.
Well, we're very lucky that we have a lot of our regulars do have their own channels. They're all producing great content as well. So I think that would be quite cool.
Not that they have to have a channel
some of you guys
but that's
no
people that are definitely would be fun. Grip tips, heck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly. Sure.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Curtis
especially. And I demand that he start the show with a shot right here.
Yes.
And then he pans up or he drops his
I love
chair.
it.
It has to be that way.
I think it has to happen. We could use that. What's the Mozilla? What's the one? It's not a slider, really. It's that thing on a pole. So you could start on his chest, and then it would
geez.
reveal
Zune
himself.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
the slide
The dog
pod.
poo.
I can't
The
remember.
slide pod.
Yes, the
we
slider pod.
We should slide
It's
pod
not necessarily
the Curtis.
dog poo.
No,
But if
no,
you want
but
your camera to go straight up by 1 foot, it'll do that for you.
you can get 12 inches out of that thing.
Yep.
Grip Tip said he'll do it shirtless. I don't know about that. That means you're definitely going to be drinking.
Yep.
Slide pod. Okay. Well,
Slide pod, oh.
I think. Are we going to do a challenge next week then, gentlemen? Should we just do one
Oh,
for
geez.
the hell
I
of
don't know
it?
about next week, but
All right.
we need to plan one. So please send in your stuff. Email Jem. Hit us on Twitter.
Yep.
Challenges. We've got the beauty one. We could do that. Pick a number, money-wise, and bam.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I think that'd be a good one to do. Super cheap.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
3 middle-aged white guys tell people how to shoot beauty content on YouTube.
I think
love it.
that's kind of that's unfair to Caleb. Like me and you, yeah, we're middle aged. He's still young.
He is the golden child. The golden child. Here
I don't
we
think
go.
middle age starts
Fall.
till 40, does it?
Excuse me.
The golden boy. Huh?
Well, it depends. What's his face says the 40's the new 20, so Gary V.
40s.
Is that what he
You're not even close. Oh my god.
If
Ben
40's the
shaves
new
his
20,
head
I'm
live
10.
on air.
10, 12. There you go.
Wait, someone needs to shave their head. Yeah, it's only Ben.
Oh,
I have the amazing,
because that would go
amazing
over
by
well. We might
Caleb.
just get erased. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. Continue.
Don't even. It's gonna get into mannequin territory now. I don't even want to know about it. Unbelievable.
You shouldn't have gone there.
I didn't say anything.
Do a whole show without your
Pat-
glasses. We can do that. Like, I used to do all the shows without my
Oh,
glasses, and then
jeez.
I realized I got a headache.
There we go. Bring out the contacts and the headaches. Unbelievable.
Now we can't read
here
the
we
chat,
are.
so
Yes. But
Yeah,
you guys
exactly.
look amazing. And you know,
Ben
the
shaves
thing
his
that I
head
really
live. That's a good
appreciated,
idea.
you know what I did notice, Caleb, is that from the beginning of Cameron Flask, you were not wearing your tiny little glasses. You were already into the normal size glasses. Because you
So no
remember
one
those ones,
understands.
the ones that were like this.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yep.
they were like, I don't even know how to duplicate them.
Imagine strapping a tiny pair of glasses to a watermelon sideways. And that's what my old glasses look like. Yep.
Yeah, but look at how many subscribers you have. I should have worn tiny little glasses strapped to a watermelon sideways.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. Belgian beer I love, by the way, Polyrhythm. And
Yes,
that's a great
likewise,
name.
amazing.
Yeah, I like Polyrhythms. There's a drum set behind me. Um,
Oh, the sheaf's lovely.
unbelievable. Yes.
Probably
Okay.
not pronounced right, but it's beautiful.
I had a lovely saison the other day, by the way. It was brilliant in the land of IPA. Product shot light setup. Yeah. The problem nowadays is that there's such great content, and there's so many people creating so much amazing content that really, at the end of it, I just want to show up on Wednesdays and hang out with my friends. And that's how you hit 39 subscribers or viewers. That's how you do it. Oh,
Yeah.
We don't. Oh, boy.
we got a $10 Triple J.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Recently
you
bought a
very much.
C500 Mark II primer course for a big bargain. Excited to go through it after this live stream. Anyway, congrats, gentlemen, on episode 100. I appreciate it. My C500 primer for a big bargain. I don't know about that kind of stuff. I'm not a business person. I just make content, and I talk silly stuff. Take a scene weekly from a commercial or movie and talk about the best way to light it. Wow. Okay. We're going to have to do some more challenges, gentlemen. I have a feeling.
Even if they are meh, doing a challenge, as simple as creating a simple one. It's good. It's fun.
It is. Stuff
fun
using
talking
shop
about
deck's
adjustments.
really good as well.
Yeah, we could do more of those.
I like
for
that
sure.
stuff.
I think we should challenge ourselves, though. I think I want to become a little more uncomfortable. And what I mean by that is let's do some challenges where it's kind of live and we have to build something each. And it's like, it's an hour show. And the first 15 minutes is just shots and talking bullshit. And then we each get 15 minutes to do something. Whether that's a challenge for a gear challenge or we have to all light something. Like, we all get the same product and we just have to do our own take. It's not really a competition, but it would be kind of fun to do something like that.
No, that'd be fun. I mean,
Yeah,
what
why
is the
not?
gear we all have?
Caleb would
I don't
win
know.
every week, but that's
Camera
okay.
with 50 mil lens and 1 aperture MC
Yeah.
and some foam board. What can you do? Or something like that.
Yes. I like that
All
kind
right.
of idea.
So I have an Uber here in a little bit.
Okay.
So I hate to be that guy.
No, you're not that
but
guy.
Don't drink and drive. Get yourself
Please.
an Uber.
Yeah, you're
Tonight
responsible.
I decided, no beer.
All right, listen.
Pretty
Here's
good.
the deal.
Here's the deal. Break it down.
Go to the C47 website. Send in some ideas for some things that you'd like to see. And we mean this, all 12 people that are here. We're up to 40. Amazing. And we'll look at these and we're going to... I think it would be nice for us to 2 or 3 episodes every month. We just do this. And then we do at least once a month something that's a challenge, a guest, something like that. Sound good?
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, love you guys.
Sounds good.
I will say that it has been a pleasure hanging out with you every week, doing the show. I hope we continue
Absolutely.
it. And I kind of need it for my soul, to be honest. It definitely helps me in the middle of the week.
It's a Skype call with my best bros once a week that happens to be live. That's the way I
Yes.
think about it.
Exactly.
It's great.
That's exactly what it feels
And,
like. It feels like everyone else always just kind of, it's great that it's always been us hanging out, and now it just feels like we've got all these new
Yes.
friends as well, kind of joining in. It's
100%.
been wonderful. Particularly with, it's always been great, but particularly this last year, well, things have been in this ridiculous state. It's been, as Jen was saying, I mean, like mega helpful and a highlight of my week.
Yeah. Maybe one day we'll get back to 100 people showing up. But you guys are
Even if
amazing.
that's not the case. Every week, you few and faithful.
We love
It's
you.
always good to see you guys. You guys made the show what it is. We appreciate all of your love, your donations, your filthy comments, 360 grad and others, and
360
your
grad.
humor. It always puts a smile on our face, and it really is awesome to hang out with you guys, even if we just see words and letters on the screen as opposed to seeing you in person. So it's always
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Love having Shiz. Still want to go back to Shiz Nuts, to be honest with you. And a little upset that Grumpy Penguin wasn't here. But, it's got to be. This is the world we live in. But you guys are amazing. Everybody in the chat's amazing. Ben, parting words, sir?
Here's to the next 100. It's been fun. It will continue
Damn.
to be so.
Yes, it will.
Love
and I
hanging out with you all.
cannot wait. I cannot wait to be hanging out with the two of you, having real
Man.
drinks in person, and just
Can't-
kicking back.
Can't
Yeah.
tell you how much I'm looking forward to that day.
All right.
Yeah. Really, really.
All the
very
best.
much.
Adios.
Go get the
Have a great
Uber.
night, everybody.
Everybody, drive safe, be safe, and all the best. I'll see you.
Night all.
I'll see you on the flip side.